there's one question that I've been asked numerous times, both in my comment section, but also recently when I gave a talk at a local union about getting started with astrophotography. And that is, what do you do if you want to polar align your mount, but you can't see Polaris because there's a building or a tree or whatever, something in the way? That exact question is what I'm going to show you today. When you can't see Polaris, it's obviously very difficult to polar align, as that usually involves you seeing where Polaris is. So in order to solve this, you're going to need a gadget. That is the best way to solve these kind of issues, but luckily there are just off-the-shelf components that will do this for you. I recommend that you get something like either the TubeTech StellarVita or the ASIair from ZWO. Both are small, compact astro computers you put in your telescope that can do a lot, from not just helping you polar align, but also control cameras and dew heaters and filter wheels and plan your whole night basically from a phone. It's a wonderful device, both of them. But these two devices have something called all-sky polar alignment that allows you to do exactly as it say. It allows you to do polar alignment from any point in the night sky. As long as you can see some stars, you can polar align. So in order to do this, first you need to set up your telescope just as you would normally, as if you could see Polaris. You can always look at a map to figure out which direction north is, or use a compass, or use your phone, or whatever. Figure out which way north is and point the telescope so that the rotation axis points approximately toward north. Usually when I set up my scope and I can see Polaris, I can eyeball my mount to within about 2 degrees. But on this night when I was testing this out and was shooting this video, I purposely misaligned it, as you will see in a minute when we do the first test, where I think I was like 20 degrees off. So I'm very far off Polaris in my just plugging down the tripod on the ground. So we connect everything up, we get our computer of choice, and I'm going to start by testing the ZWO ASIair. One thing to note here is you're going to need a camera attached to the telescope and to the computer, because that camera is what the computer uses to see what the telescope is seeing, and it uses that to then figure out if you're polar aligned. That also means you need to make sure the camera is in focus before you start. So run a autofocus routine that's also built into these devices if you have an autofocus motor, or run them manually if you don't. Make sure your camera is in focus before you start. The all-sky polar alignment is not a standard feature on the ASIair. It is currently an experimental feature, and it's been for quite a while. That means you need to open up the settings. You go to this eye icon down here, and here you will see a check mark you can enable for all-sky polar alignment. So now that we set this setting, I made sure my telescope was in focus, and in order to simulate this, I just slewed my telescope to something far away from Polaris. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't pointing anywhere near it. After I've done that, I just go into the normal polar alignment routine here, and normally when you run it, it would take one picture, rotate the telescope 60 degrees, and then take another picture, and then based on those two pictures, it will then calculate exactly where your mount is pointing. However, when you have the all-sky polar alignment feature enabled here, it will instead take one picture, move 20 degrees, then take another, move another 20, and then take a third picture. So now it takes 3 pictures with 20 degrees in between instead of 2 pictures with 60 degrees in between. Once it's done that, from here on, it's perfectly normal polar alignment as with any other mount in any other situation. The mount has, the ASIair has now been able to calculate your mount's position, and you can now go ahead and adjust your alt and your azimuth axis in order to get everything aligned up perfectly. Next up, we're going to take down the ASIair rig, and we're going to get this behemoth of a rig out, which is the one I have my StellarVita mounted on. Now, jumping into the StellarVita itself, when we run into the settings, we can see there are no settings in here. There are no check marks or any settings you can set for all-sky polar alignment. And that's because this is a default feature on the StellarVita. It just works straight out of the box. It does it regardless of whether you can see Polaris or not. It just assumes that you're pointing at something, and you're pointing at the stars at least. That's the only thing it assumes. So again, for this test, I slewed the telescope to an approximately the same location as we did when we tested with the ASIair. It wasn't exactly accurate here, just pointed at a random spot in the sky, and just run the polar alignment as I would normally. And it does pretty much the same thing as it did with the ASIair. It takes 1, 2, 3 pictures, calculates your position, and now you can go through and do your alignment as you normally would. And if you are new to the hobby and never polar aligned a telescope before, I recently released a beginner's guide to polar aligning. Go check it out. I go through all the details, all the terms you need to learn, in order to get your mount perfectly polar aligned. Now what you need to do is you need to point it in such a way that this here is pointing north, the counterweight. Okay, I think we're pretty good. You can see here I can now, with the clutches here open, I can now let go of the telescope in that position